Bye. We'll see you later. Yeah.
Deck 4. Going down.
I just noticed there is a direction you're supposed to jog and possibly also walk.
Yeah, worst comes to worst. You guys use that.
Good morning. It's our last day. It's a sea day. It's Friday, March 31st, the last day of March. We're really hoping that there won't be any snow left on the ground when we get home tomorrow. One thing I've had trouble with on this cruise is a lot of noise, and especially noise from the hallway outside our cabin. I think there's two reasons for it. One is the location of our cabin is super convenient, being right next to the elevators and the stairs. But lots of people are going past it all the time, and so it's very noisy. They could definitely improve the soundproofing between the hallway and the cabin. And then also, this is just a much fuller ship than our cruise was on Disney Wonder in October. I think the reason for that is because it's spring break. And when Ben and I went on the Disney Wonder in October, it was like during school and there were hardly any kids on the ship at all, and much fewer people. So I've been up since 8. The kids are still sleeping. It's almost 11. I just kind of woke them up. I went and had breakfast in Cabana's. I think I sat in syrup, so I just kind of wiped off the back of my shorts. This is my last pair of shorts, and now they're damp. And then I walked around to give you some footage of both walking around deck 4 and walking around deck 10, so you could see the bow of the ship and the wake of the ship at the stern. And I didn't really have anything else to do, so I'm just sitting here on the balcony now, waiting for the kids to get up. I am feeling a little stressed. I always kind of I really don't like the end of a cruise and having to think about packing up and going home, and I feel very, not necessarily bored, but just very unfulfilled and isolated and lonely at home. There's nothing for us in our town anymore since we've been home the kids doing school from home, and I don't have a job outside the house anymore, and we just don't have any connection to any people in the community anymore, and we're just pretty much home all the time, and it's lonely and it's boring, and I'm most happy when I'm traveling. That's always been true. I'm very happy when I'm traveling, and when I'm not traveling, I'm just kind of not. So I always get kind of sad and stressed when we have to go back home at the end of a trip, because I don't like being home. Can you see me? I can't. It's too bright, and also it looks like the lens might be fogging up because of humidity. It doesn't feel that humid today, though. It just feels hot in the sun. I'd like it to be a nice, relaxing day, but instead it's kind of a stressful day for me. I have already done the gratuities. I prepaid our gratuities on this trip, so they gave us the green slips, just like I showed you in our video from our last day on Disney Wonder in October. And then I gave our stateroom attendant and both of our waiters at dinner an additional $20 cash, and I gave $10 cash to our head waiter. You know, he just comes around the table once a night and says hi to you, make sure everything's good. I felt like Robert on the Wonder was a better head waiter than the guy that we have this time. Although he's very friendly and nice and talks to us and stuff. I don't know, it's kind of how I feel, but that's what's going on. We do have some activities that we're interested in doing this afternoon and evening. I'm also kind of curious. I've got to figure out, I don't know when he's going to leave us our luggage tags. Probably when he makes up the room after we get out of it here. And the note about when we have to have our suitcases out in the hall. Because I need to figure out the timing of when we have to pack, which is always tricky if you're trying to go to a show and activities in the evening. I've realized now it's also really important to me to know when I have the next Disney cruise booked. And I don't have the next Disney cruise booked, and that's making me sad. And I can't figure out when I can book the next Disney cruise, because with the kids in school, it's becoming increasingly difficult. And I don't know what Megan's going to be doing next summer. I don't want to go on a new ship without her. And we're just lining up the breaks is proving to be really tricky. And also the times that we could go also happen to be the most expensive times. So that's kind of frustrating. So I haven't figured that out yet, and that's kind of making me bummed. I just decided to buy the internet, the Wi-Fi here on Magic for just this last day, so I can see if I can get us a different flight home. Because, yeah, we really need to get home earlier. But the internet on here was way different than it was on the Wonder. Remember how we made all those videos in our last Disney Cruise Line cruise vlogs about how much trouble we were having with the internet and how they charged us by megabyte and how dumb that was? On here, it was straight out plans. It was levels, like basic, like just for messaging and stuff. And then there was a basic surfing the net one, which is what I got. And then there was one for like if you want to do streaming and uploading and stuff like that, which was more. And at least today, because it's the last day, for one device, it was $12 a day for the basic one, $24, $36. Very simple to understand prices. And if you wanted more than one device, just, you know, add that again. So I got it for one device and for just 24 hours, and then it gave you time periods, and they were like days long. And since there's less than 24 hours left of the cruise, the only option it gave me was 24 hours. So it was $24. $24, one device. I got the basic surf for 24 hours. I don't know if they've changed it since October, or if the way that they price the internet is just that different on the Wonder than it is on the Magic, and the Magic just has their act together better than the Wonder does. If you've been on a Disney Cruise Line ship, tell me what the internet was like on the ship you were on, because I'm really curious about this now, because it's so much better here on the Magic, the way they have it set up and the choices that they have and how they're charging you for it. Okay, I don't actually know what time it is. I think it is noon, but I think because of the time zone change, the times in the app are wrong or something. Otherwise, it's 1 o'clock. I don't know. What time is it?
12:57.
It is almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay, wow.
Okay, so we're all screwed up because of the time change, and
Back 1 hour.
and then forward an hour. Yeah, but my phone is wrong. So I'm
Should be 12:57.
okay. So it's almost 1 o'clock. So Jack's Diaper Dash is at 1 o'clock, but we thought it was noon. We thought the time was noon, so we're all messed up. But anyway, this is the best. I filmed it on the Wonder too.
Babies. So, if you have any babies who are racetrack stars and are ready to crawl, come on down to the starboard side on deck number 3 and register those babies with Zara. Again, calling a baby on the starboard side on deck number 3.
I will tell you that last time on the Wonder, thank you, there were a lot more people over there with babies, so I wonder if they're having trouble. They had 6, 8 babies on the last one. They did it in 2 rounds. All right, we have come up a deck to 5, and we're at the side. I prefer to be on that side, but the kids want to be over here.
Deck number 4 and deck number 5. Who's ready to race the baby?
I feel like this has to be terrifying for the babies.
Anticipated race of your cruise. So, like I said, we are racing babies for your entertainment and your entertainment alone. So, have a look at the competition and put your side bets down right now to see who you would like to. I'm kidding. So, what's going to happen is we're going to place these babies on the starting line, and they're going to race down to the finishing line. Now, we're going to have 2 heats and then 1 final. But I do have a little rule. To begin with, my name is Tiffany. I'm over at Diaper Cruise Staff Team. We also have Zara. Everyone say hi, Zara. Yes. Now the rule is, if this baby decides in this moment it is their time to rise dramatically to their feet, we will all cheer.
But they will be
And if they
disqualified.
decide to take a step forward, we will cheer again. Because this is a crawling race only. Yes, you heard right. A crawling race only. And we have our babies all lined up and ready to go. So, Zara, any tips and tricks for our babies? I would say maybe let's have some rides at the end of the track. Okay, we need some rides at the finish line. That could be mum, that could be snacks, a cell phone.
Oh, on the Wonder, food wasn't allowed.
I do believe it is time to get our first contestants into the ring, into the arena. So up first, weighing in at 22 pounds, he's 11 months old, all the way from Chicago. Please give him a big took a big poop, so he's ready to go. Well, you gotta go, you gotta go. And then over here, Charlie. How are you? I feel like you're eyeing up James over there. How are you feeling about the competition? She took a nap, she's giving me an intense stare, like, why are you putting this thing in front of my face? So, we have our babies all lined up. So, please place your babies on the starting mat. Now, everyone with the Disney magic, we are going to say 3, 2, 1, and raise those babies. So, let's do this. Everyone say 3, 2, 1, raise those babies. We're a little bit stunned right now. You can do this, James. Yes. We're a little bit tummy time right now. He doesn't understand why Dad went all the way to the end of the lesson. And Charlie is unlearning now.
lunch at Cabana's because Megan wanted to have lunch in the buffet one time. I really don't like the buffet, and I just ate a piece of carrot cake because I had breakfast only like 2 hours ago. And the time change really messed us up because everything's been an hour later than I thought, and I don't have internet. I don't have, my phone isn't right. The clock on my phone is wrong, so. Hello, Captain Marvel. Because this ship has Marvel Day at Sea, which this is not a Marvel Day at Sea cruise, we still get to meet all the Marvel characters too, so that's kind of just a like bonus. I mean, I suppose they have them already, so they might as well let them come out and meet people. We've come into D Lounge for whatever this is. Jordan's gonna do the splits. Some kind of game. Wow, it's windy. Look at my hair. We were just sitting out on the promenade deck, which I said to Ben, I decided that's my favorite part of the ship. But the ship is doing a little pitch and roll, so everybody's walking a little funny. We're a little bored today. There's not much going on.
And you've got to do the really fast one. There's the really fast hula person at the end. Really fast, I don't know why, but it amuses us all. But we did have a majority. Oh no, you took away my pile. It's alright. The majority is...
Let it go!
Let it go!
Are so on it because they don't know what we're gonna say, but they have the songs ready anyway.
I know. It's like the 52 card pickup.
Dare I say there's more than 50 there?
I feel like there's more than 52. Alrighty. It's not really housekeeping. Alrighty. Oh, we've made quite a mess, Jordan, haven't we? But it was good fun, right? Yeah. Alrighty, so we... No. Please be careful not to slip. Do we have any little helpers who want to come help us? That'd be nice. Oh, look at them. They're so sweet. I didn't mean right now, but it's nice. Oh, look at them. They all deserve a big smile from everybody and a high five. Oh, what? A free cruise? Can I come? Who's playing? M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
Hey, Cabana, hope the road was rough the best can be. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
Give it up for our Mouseketeers at the front here. Look at that. Let's not play that other song ever again, because we don't want that to happen again. Oh, it's a lot of cleaning up. Let it go!
No.
No? Let it go! Let it go! You'll never see me cry. So we think that is the most overplayed, annoying song, and we just played it about 10 times for you all. So you're welcome.
You're welcome.
I love the sound effects. Alrighty, so now we are looking for... Let's do the best Disney song ever. We're gonna do that, right?
Oh boy.
We don't already know that one. The best Disney song ever.
We were walking around the promenade deck again, and we do have a tendency to. Can you guys demonstrate for us?
I would not like to.
Okay. Come here. About how it makes us walk funny. Yeah, like that. Okay, now come here and say what the little girl said. This is leading up to where we're going next.
I was sitting down on deck 3, just like chilling in a window seat, and a little girl ran by screaming, "Why is the ship moving? Stop moving!"
Okay, and what she means, tonight's show, Disney Dreams and Enchanted Classic. What it means is there's a lot of, like I said, pitch and roll today. If people are prone to motion sickness, last night and today might be a little bit challenging for them. And so as I was telling you about last night, there's some tips and tricks to try, but I'm gonna show you where you can go if you need some medicinal help. We got in the elevator, we go to deck 1, thank you Meg, which you will notice is staterooms and the health center.
That's not a lot of staterooms, only like 59.
Yeah, there's not very many, it's only like
49.
half of one side of the ship. Okay, so go to the right. Nope, this way.
That's the sick.
Yep.
By appointment only.
Yeah, but we don't actually have to go in there. So if you go down this hall, past this giant watertight door. Okay, that's crew. Follow the signs, and then it's right here. So the health center is right inside this door, but it's only appointment only, and it's at certain hours. But outside here, they have a big thing of motion sickness medication and a sheet with tips that I showed you last night that has tips for you if you're having seasickness. So this is where you can get it, and anybody can come and take this anytime. We found another ducky. He's a vampire ducky. He was over there. We're in the atrium. Isn't he cute? That's our third one. We found all the people. There was a bazillion people in the promenade lounge because they were playing Star Wars trivia. And there's a bazillion people lined up outside Fathoms. And I asked the guy at the end of the line, "What is this?" And he said it was Final Bingo. So that's popular. But you can win like $2,500, can't you? Yeah. Majority Rules was fun. Yeah, this is a very relaxed, chill day. There's not... That's probably why the activities that are going on are so packed.
Yeah,
because there's not really much to do today. Yeah.
It really feels like it should be summer.
I know.
It felt like the end of the semester.
Yeah, it did. Megan was just saying she does not want to go back to school. We got our luggage tags. We're in the mini group. Ben is being a super grump. And he's saying he wants to go home, and neither Megan and I want to go home. I don't like the end of a cruise at all. And I'm especially not in a good mood now that my mother told me there's a snowstorm tonight. It's April.
It's April 1st tomorrow.
Give me a break. I mean, looking at the weather forecast when we left, it looked like all the snow was going to be gone, like within a day or two of us leaving.
Yeah, all the snow was already melting.
Yeah, and now
Now it's apparently...
I really wish she hadn't told me that, because that just made me bummed out. What were you going to say?
Grief.
Yeah, and Meg doesn't want to go back to school. She's really stressed, and I just really wish we could have changed our flight, but there's nothing to change to. There's literally only one flight a day from New Orleans to Minneapolis on Delta, and every other airline, which this just astounds me that this is true. It is such a short distance and such a straight route. Every other airline has stops. That's so dumb. I mean, it's literally straight north. And I'm assuming that all these other people that are on here from the Midwest and Wisconsin, everybody must have flown from Chicago. The one couple we were talking to at lunch the one day, they had flown from Chicago. Most of the other people we've met from Wisconsin are not from the part of Wisconsin we're from. They're all from southern Wisconsin or southeast Wisconsin, which is considerably closer to Chicago. So the flights, they said it was really cheap, remember? They said they chose this cruise over a Disney cruise out of Florida because the airfare prices for them to fly to Florida were too expensive. But the airfare for them to fly from Chicago to New Orleans was really cheap. But I looked at Chicago to New Orleans and I didn't find anything cheap. Because I thought we could, drive down to Chicago, but I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know when they booked their flight. Everything is just expensive. We just tried to go to Broadway trivia? Tell them what Lily said.
Lily made us swear an oath at the beginning, saying that we would not get mad at our host, her, for how difficult the questions were.
I got in there late because I was taking my plate back up to deck 9 and the elevators were really slow.
I answered 2 questions out of, like, we were on 17 or something. We were on,
Yeah.
no, it was like 12. We were on like 12.
I think it was
And I
13,
answered
yeah.
2 questions on my own and had just been taking notes for the rest of them.
So
that
she
I
could ask me
Mom.
when I got there. I didn't know any of them. I knew one. One?
Cats.
Yeah.
Longest running. That was only because I had some options. I just didn't know which one to pick.
It might be found in the opera. I don't. What's the longest
people.
running Broadway show? I thought it was Cats, but maybe it's changed since then. But all the other ones were so obscure and hard, and we were just saying, if you're interested in trivia, the trivia on Royal Caribbean
It's super easy.
is way easy.
It's just like pulling that off the internet.
Yeah.
This, like,
These
Lily
are-
literally said, who wrote this?
They're really hard on Disney. They're very difficult. So just be aware of that.